Hi, my name is Ana Luceva, and I'm going to talk about critical thinking and problem solving for high school and college students. So, you probably could relate with me because in college I found that engaging classes and lively debates were most effective and really enhanced my learning, while monotone lectures and memorization did not lead to real learning and genuine remembering and recalling. And if you've engaged yourself in a debate focused class or sort of group activity or brainstorming, you already have the basic traits of a critical thinker, which are creativity, collaboration, and exposure to contrasting viewpoints. So, to understand critical thinking, we should first define it. And critical thinking is a fundamental cognitive skill that involves analyzing, evaluating, and reflexively questioning information, ideas, and arguments before accepting or rejecting them. If you have excellent critical thinking, you probably have excellent problem solving skills. And problem solving is the task of finding the best and most useful solution to our common obstacle. Critical thinking also gives you an ability to think independently and objectively without really being easily influenced by bias, emotions, or personal beliefs. Critical thinking is very important for you, and it enables you to solve problems in difficult situations and have effective and accurate communication. It enhances your communication skills. As our goal, critical thinking, as a result of excellent critical thinking, we have metacognition, which is a capacity to comprehend, cultivate, and regulate awareness of the cognitive processes for optimal performance. So with metacognition, you're going to be able to meet your goals, and you're gonna meet due dates. You're gonna meet deadlines. You're gonna be better at planning and even more relaxed because of all of these things that I mentioned. So why do we care? Why should we care? And why is it such an important topic to talk about? So statistically, studies show that National Association of Colleges and Employers rated critical thinking as the most demanded competency when hiring employees, which basically means that in the future, whenever you're looking for a job, your critical thinking skills are probably going to be assessed by your employer. It might be during an interview or while you're working or you're completing a task. It might happen whenever. And also World Economic Forum identified critical thinking as the number one core skill in the business field for those who are interested in business. So you have excellent critical thinking skills if you are multifaceted. Multifaceted means that you have a knowledge about different topics and you're not hyperfixating on only exclusively one topic of or area or of expertise. Critical thinking skills are excellent if you want to get to the foundation of a concept and you want to know the foundation. You want to get a bigger picture or a deeper understanding of the problem first and set aside your bias before jumping into conclusions. You also have excellent critical thinking skills if you open to change your mind. Open to change your mind and even yourself. With the change in perspective, it is easier to find the best solution, the most effective solution for the problem. And if you're not stagnant on exclusively one opinion of your own or anyone who told you their own opinions, if you're not stagnant on that, you evolve and you want to evolve and achieve your goals, you are probably an excellent critical thinker. You are if you are a great critical thinker, you're a great critical thinker if you're humble and self-aware. Awareness of your own flaws and strengths can help you, and also awareness of your weaknesses can help you. Basically, what could you miss and what could you learn from others? That's those two questions that you should constantly ask yourself, be able to ask yourself. And then you have excellent critical thinking skills if you are open minded. Open mindedness is not the same as open to change your mind, not exactly the same, because open mindedness is, it means that you're a great listener, and it means that you understand cultural differences. You're open to diversity, you know that there might be different truths, and you build tolerance and empathy for other people and others' lives, others' approaches, and everything that is different from your own. Critical thinking processes include creating your ideas and beliefs or hypotheses, then expanding your perspective using material such as research material or whatever opinions, or you ask different people, you analyze the options that people or researchers gave you, you analyze the strengths, the weaknesses of the research, the opportunities, the possible consequences of the discussion or results. Then you apply whatever you have learned to real world, and you try to understand the processes involved. And then last, you remember the consequences, what went wrong, what went well, and what was helpful. Should we reframe the thoughts? Should we reframe the hypotheses to get a different perspective or a different answer? You have excellent problem solving skills if you first recognize and define the problem. Second, you gather various options to solve the problem. Third, you evaluate these options. And fourth, you choose the most effective one. Some of the technique There are plenty of techniques to improve your critical thinking and problem solving, but I'm going to focus on four. And the first one is group brainstorming and group activities or group interactions that can stimulate and encourage students to think critically through interactions and exchange of arguments or evaluations. Group activities are great for you because you are able to relate to students, to your peers, and you're able to see their opinion in in their world, and this makes you broaden your perspective. Second is read question answer technique. RQA, read question answer technique, is shown to be very effective to improve critical thinking, and you should be able to ask questions such as, how do I know this is true? What is the evidence supports this claim? And most importantly, why? You should be constantly asking why about every single detail that you discovered about a research that you're doing. Third is express your opinion. Don't be discouraged by others' feedback and express your opinion freely. Mogadame's study showed that freely expressing your view and your emotions in an attentive and safe manner can build your advocacy for yourself. Be an advocate for your own view and perspective. Strongly believe in your thoughts and in the research that you've done, and it also makes you build relationships. Makes you more confident and even more self aware in the future. Last but not least, the technique is asking for feedback. Ask for feedback to your teacher, ask for feedback, ask your peers so they can provide you with the feedback, because this is very important in building new critical thinking techniques and critical thinking skills. Asking for people, studies show found that feedback style processes successfully improve everything: communication skills, critical thinking skills, problem solving, interacting, and other skills. It boosts your confidence and motivation. And you also can set better goals whenever you learn more about the weaknesses of your study, the weaknesses of your research. Feedback can actually enhance your learning in general, and you will have a way a broad perspective, a broad thought. It can enhance your feeling of validation, and you can actually get a positive feedback which will boost your confidence s- significantly. So feel free to get a feedback and be open to some critique because that's what makes you a better professional, a better student, a better person in general. So this is all for today, and thank you for listening.